I'm here in my apartment with some Christmas lights I got at Walmart. I think they're so pretty. I think that you can hang them outside too, but I just hung them inside, and I love how it's I love what it's done to my studio. So yes, this is a studio. So the bedroom is also the living room, it's also the family room, it's also the kitchen. Like, I can speak with someone who's in the family room while I'm in the kitchen. Pretty cool if you ask me. But anyways, I love these lights. This is my first time like living on my own for Christmas. I've always lived with family, and so this is and besides like college and like living in the dorms, and I had like roommates and stuff like that, this is my first time just like completely living alone for the holidays. So I originally wasn't going to do any like Christmas decorations or anything, because I mean, you know, Christmas is, or I don't know, at least like for me, family and stuff is like really important, and I'm really blessed to have such a close, tight-knit, like loving family and everything. So so I was just gonna, you know, I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go home, you know, to my hometown and everything, where, you know, my mom at her house has like all her many decorations. I don't know if mom watches, I don't know if my mom watches my videos. I think she subscribes, but I don't think she like watches them. But she has so many decorations in her house. Like, she has like a zillion, I don't even know how many. She has like a zillion Santa Clauses, just literally all throughout the house. They're like a lot of black Santas, but also white Santas, and they're just like, I don't know, made of like glass and porcelain and stuff, and they just cover like every square inch of the downstairs. But my mom is like, she's a huge Christmas person and everything, so you know, like her house is like so decorated, and it, you know, it was just like always like that and everything with the tree. So I was really thinking, I was like, oh well, you know, honestly, I go home, like home, and I consider home to be like my mom's house. I go there like most weekends, honestly. This weekend was actually like the first weekend in a hot minute that like I didn't go home to my hometown. I stayed here because I actually I found a therapist. Shout out to therapy. shout out to like realizing that you need, you know, I honestly I feel like everybody could use a therapist, but I could really use one. So I finally was able to find one that would like meet me in person and stuff, and she even has Saturday hours. So I met her like yesterday for the first time, and she seems really promising and everything. So I just stayed this weekend, and then my best friend came from out of town. She came and she stayed with me last night. She helped me with the tree. Let me show you. Here's the tree. A skinny little tree from Walmart, artificial, and we just put decorations on it and just talked so much. So yeah, she's just like my very best friend. I mean, I have several like best friends and stuff. She's like my longest best friend. We met on the first day of college, August 22nd, 2013. So we had our 10-year best friend anniversary this year. And yeah, I'm not gonna go into how much she means to me and how much she's been there for me and stuff over the years, and just like she's just like the most creative, just like one of the funniest people that I've ever met in my life. So I love her a lot. But anyway, she came last night, and it was just such a sweet time together, and like made cookies, and we decorated the tree, and like she showed me like a really scary movie, I'm not gonna lie. She's just like the most like bubbly, kind-hearted, like just caring, compassionate like person, but then she like loves horror movies. She loves scary stuff and Halloween and everything, and I was never allowed to celebrate Halloween growing up, and even like so now as an adult, I never got into Halloween or anything. So but like she loves like Halloween and thrillers and horrors and stuff like that. I kind of like thrillers and stuff too, but the movie we watched, it was kind of like a thriller, but it was also like, oh, my heart was like it was, but and she fell asleep at some point because she had already seen it, but I was kind of on the edge of my seat, no cap, no lie. So I'm not like upset that she showed it to me, but would I watch it again? Not on God's green earth. I would not watch it again. But this video is honestly just kind of like about nothing, no cap, no lie. I feel kind of lonely. I'm not gonna lie. I know we should like love ourselves and love like being with ourselves and being by ourselves and stuff like that, but that's something that I'm working on. I really like being in other people's presence and just, I don't know. So this has been an adjustment for me, moving to a new city and living like by myself. Quite an adjustment. I definitely love having my own space. I'm like so thankful to just like have my own space. I don't have to have roommates or anything like that, and I can just keep like everything looking exactly how I want it to. But you know, it's also just like I'm so used to just like always coming home and like seeing my sisters and seeing like my mom and my like dogs and stuff like that, and I still will see them like, I don't know, every week or like every weekend or every other weekend and stuff. And then also I see my mom like 2 days a week because she comes, she stays with me a couple nights a week because of like stuff with her job or whatever. But anyways, so she's usually here, but she's not here tonight, but I think she'll be here tomorrow night. But anyways, I was feeling kind of like lonely, and so I was like, oh well, I'll just get on here and talk to you guys. So yeah, and probably should do something with my hair, but I should definitely do something with my hair. Probably gonna, you know, I should just gonna moisturize it, maybe put it in protective style. I'm trying to think how it's gonna dry. Thumbnail? Thumbnail? I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to think. Do I want to wear it in like, I always wear it like last week I wore it in the 2 braids, the 2 braids clip back the entire week. And of course that does get boring, but I'm doing a protective style challenge. Let's do it together. Do you want to do it together? Like we can hold each other accountable and stuff. You know, like I'm in this with you, you're in it with me, and we're both doing it. Or should we wait till the start of the new year? Yeah, because I have to go to like an event. This week it just has some like events and stuff, especially for my job. So like Friday I have to go to like this steakhouse. So I will probably not, I'll definitely do something different with my hair. So I'm trying to think if I want to keep it in a protective style till then. And I don't really have anything else to do besides I need to buy gifts for my Secret Santa. And my family in my house, we do Secret Santa. Because it was just getting, as our family grew and grew and grew, it just got so expensive for everyone to feel like they needed to buy like real like nice gifts for everybody, so now we all are just kind of assigned one person to get like gifts for, and then of course you can get gifts for other people if you want to. Actually a couple years ago, I think it was either the first or second time we did Secret Santa, my younger sister got forgotten. Somehow her name got left out of the hat or whatever. So Christmas morning, everybody's like giving gifts to each other and she was just totally forgotten. So that sucks. It felt like we felt so bad for her. So we remedy that. That has been remedied now. Every year, her friend who actually lives in another country, she lives in Europe actually. She was an exchange student. They met in high school. But we get a text from her every year. We get a text from her that's like, "'Tis the season. Tis the season. Your Secret Santa assignment is." So she makes sure that nobody gets forgotten again, because I felt really bad for my sister. Yeah, so I'm just working moisturizer through my hair. I don't have an exact style in mind right now. It's also nighttime, so usually if I do my hair at night, I usually definitely just like, I don't know, put it in the braid and then I'll like style it in the morning. But I don't know. I just said in my last video that I'm in a protecting style season. And I'm in a protecting style season, and I wanna stay true to that. So as much as I'm like just kind of loving these curls, kind of just want to like wear them out. we've got to, I got to be a woman of my word, and yeah, be a woman of my word. And you know, and like when you sometimes, like, you know, like I've said before, you're gonna want to like not wear your hair in the same way, or wear it pulled back, or wear it in a protective bun, you know, protective style all the time. But you got to remember the goal. Do I believe that, oh, if I just start wearing my hair out all the time and I never do protective styles, that, oh, my hair is just gonna all break off and I'm gonna lose all the length? No, I don't think that. I really love the length that I've gotten to, but I'm just very curious to see like how long it can get. Again, this is the longest it's been in my life, and so I'm very curious. I'm just curious to see like, oh, if I keep doing this for like more months and months and months, what it could possibly get to, you know? So just maybe just like kind of just like a challenge or whatever for myself. But trust me, I'm very grateful for my hair and the length that it's gotten, everything. And I hope nobody thinks that I'm trying, like, I don't like it and that I'm trying to like hide it by putting in a protective style all the time. I'm really just trying to challenge myself and see how much longer it can get if I just keep leaving it alone, you know, with protective styling. So anyways, can we talk for a minute? Let's talk. What's been going on? Oh, I guess most recently, I actually just did my own eyelash extensions. I don't know if you can tell. Like, I don't have, like, you know, instead of putting like mascara or whatever, I went to, where was I? Oh, and I was at Walmart getting some more lights. Wait, was it Walmart? No, I went to Ulta. Yeah, I went to Ulta. And I saw this Falscara or whatever. So, and it was like a starter kit for eyelash extensions. And my baby sister is like really into, like, she wants to get into cosmetology and stuff. She's really talented. So she did lash extensions on me 2 times, I believe now. Like, I think the first time she did it at Thanksgiving and I really loved it. And then she did it again like last weekend when I saw her. So I think she'll be proud of me that like I did it myself. They don't look the same as like when she did it. When she did it, they looked like more full and stuff. I was wearing those in the last video, but anyways, I don't know, it's just kind of fun. It's just kind of like, obviously you don't need like lash extensions or extensions of any kind in order to like, you know, be beautiful or anything. But it's just fun. I don't know. I feel extra girly. I feel extra girly and like, oh, I don't even have to put mascara on the top. Like that's awesome. So I don't know. Lash extensions are so cool, I think. And every time I see women with lash extensions, I don't know. There's just something really like feminine. But I don't know, lash extensions are, and obviously, and falsies are. I usually wear falsies too, but lash extensions are, I feel like, even cooler because they feel like they look even like, they look more realistic, and they look more realistic. You don't have to deal with like seeing like the band or like the glue at the top. So I like that. Yeah, so I mean, and if you're like an adult, you probably heard too that like, and especially if you're American, you or just in a Western society, it can be like kind of lonely to be like an adult, especially like if you're a single adult and you don't have like a husband or a wife or, you know, a partner or whatever, because it just, as you get older, I don't know, it just gets harder to like make friends and like real friendship or whatever again, you know what I mean? And like obviously when I was younger, even just like a few years ago, but like back when I had social media and stuff, I used to say that I had like, you know, I used to be like more, I guess more about like the numbers and like, I have so many friends and like this person my friend, that person my friend. But then honestly, you know, when like life keeps happening, you keep living life and stuff, and you know, it's not like you have falling out with people or whatever, but it's just like life happens, and maybe you like go through things, and then you, I don't know, you kind of shows you who's really there for you and who's not. Like who are your real ride or dies, like the people who you feel like you can be, you know, bubbly, positive, uplifting self with. But then also like when you're like kind of going through it and you're not so like cheerful and stuff, they still love you and they still want to talk to you and they still care about you, and you know. So all I have to say, you know, I've said in the past too that like, yeah, my number of friends just kind of like, you know, dwindling down to like being able to count on my hand and stuff, which I'm fine with and stuff, like, you know what I mean? I prefer like having a few really close friendships rather than a lot of surface level, just a lot of surface level friendships that aren't deep. And I was just talking to my best friend like last night about being like, I don't know, I'm not a as extroverted of a person as I am. I don't like small talk. I don't like it at all. I don't like talking just to talk. I hope it doesn't seem like I'm just talking just to talk right now. But like, what's the word? Like, for instance, like when you see somebody and they're like, hey, they're like, hi, how are you? They don't actually want to know how you're doing. Most of the time, they don't actually want to know how you're doing. They just want to hear that, oh, you're good. And then you ask the same thing. They say they're good, and then you keep walking. So it's more so like I prefer to just be like, if I don't actually have time to like really learn how somebody's actually doing, I prefer to just be like, good morning, or good afternoon, or hi, you know, or hope you have a great day or something, as opposed to like asking, how are you doing? Because again, when people ask that, they don't actually want to know how you're actually doing. So like, what was the reason? Like, why even ask? Why even ask? I don't know. It's kind of weird. But anyways, I just don't really like surface level, like, oh, it's so cold outside. Yes, it's so cold outside. But like, that's obvious, you know? I just like, I don't know. I just like talking about like deep stuff, you know? Or like, I mean, obviously not like always like depressing stuff, but just deep, like, you know, like, I don't know, which is not good because a lot of people are like just very, I don't know, conversations are just so like surface level a lot of the time. And I'm like, that doesn't fulfill me at all. You know what I mean? So anyways, so yeah, as like an adult now and like living on my own in the city where I haven't like made any friends, it's like, how do you make friends? How do you like find community? Because like we're communal creatures. Like it's not good that man is alone. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm still looking for community. I'm definitely, especially like in the new year, I would, you know, I want to start like, I want to go to like visit churches and stuff and find like a church up here. Cause I know that's like really important and that I can like, you know, talk with. And also the therapist that I just started seeing too, she has like a degree in pastoral counseling, which I feel like she's just like a godsend or whatever. So I think we'll be able to like talk about a lot of things and stuff and just talk about like, obviously like life and faith and everything. And I think she's just going to be a real blessing in my life. But sorry, I'm a little distracted. Let me pause this. I always like to have something like playing in the background. I just like noise. Like my favorite part of just the holidays is just like with how many people like come over and stuff, and like when there's the house is really full with just like family and like little kids and stuff like that. It's just crazy. It's so crazy that you can barely hear the person sitting next to you. That's like one of my favorite things in the world, and I'm very fortunate and blessed. So I know that not everybody has family like that. You know, obviously my family has its drama and has its issues and stuff like that, but overall, like we're really like I'm really blessed. But anyways, yeah, so like just like trying to find community and stuff. So I actually I did something a couple Fridays ago. I auditioned for a play. And it went interestingly is the word that I'll use. I don't know what to do with this. Because I'm gonna go to sleep. Like I'm gonna go to sleep tonight. Like, you know, there's no point in me like wearing it out, which is obviously not a protective style. So I'm just gonna braid it up or whatever before I go to sleep. And then in the morning, I'm honestly probably just gonna keep it braided because season of protective styling, ladies, season of protective styling. So we will use self-control. We will use self-control and we will keep our hair in a protective style even when we don't want to. Sometimes. Obviously, I mean, live your life, YOLO, right? YOLO swag. But you know, you gotta, I saw this video. Oh, let me share it actually. I was watching this video, which I'm gonna link below, but it was like talking, he said, a goal without steps is merely a wish. And If you can't sequence what you're trying to do, it is not going to happen. So you can have goals. You can be like, oh, I want my hair to grow longer, you know, I want my hair, but really breaking it down, especially like, I don't know if you've heard of like SMART goals, SMART goals. It like helps you to like break down your goals into just to like bite size, like, I don't say chewable like sizes. Like, what do they say? How do you eat a elephant one bite at a time? Like, an elephant is obviously big. It's a lot to eat, but the way to do it is to do it one bite at a time, like one step at a time. So you have to like, what am I saying? If you have a goal, you got to break down the exact steps that you have to do in order to achieve that goal. Obviously, we're not God. We don't control how fast our hair grows, or, you know, but there are tangible steps that we can take in order to accomplish that goal, which involves leaving your hair alone. So just, even when you don't feel like it, you know, even if it's, you know, easier after wash day and you're tired and you just want to like wear it down or whatever, putting it in a protective style so that you will just leave it, so that you'll leave it alone, you know, it's gonna, you know, position you for success and to get what you want, you know what I mean, to get one step closer to your goals and stuff. So anyways, but yeah, but real fast, because I know that this is not going to take that long to do. The play, so the play that I auditioned for, I just like found on this Facebook page that like posts theater group, like it's like, it posts plays and musicals and stuff that are in the area at various, I don't know, various like little I don't know, community theaters or like churches or something like that. And so I like joined that group and I kind of just like see what they have, because I'm not like much of an actor, y'all. I'm not really much of an actor, no cap, no lie, especially but I used to I did like some plays in middle school and high school, and it was always so fun. And then also of course, when it comes to musicals, like I love musicals and theater and stuff like that. Like musical theater, I love musicals. So I'm like, oh, well, that could be fun to like try and be a part of something like that. Obviously, I'm not like going for like a lead or something like that. You know, I'm no Denzel Washington, or I guess let me think of like a woman, Kerry Washington. but I can memorize a line or two. So so anyway, so I've been like looking. So I found this one play. I'd never heard of it before, but so I was doing all this research about it, trying to find I was trying to find like a script. I was finally able to find like this bootleg script for it. Did I read the whole script? No, I did not. Should I have read the whole script? Yes, I should have. But let's just keep going. So I looked on YouTube to try and find a video of the play, you know, of like a performance of it somewhere, and literally the only version I could find that was like a full version of the play was filmed in 2020 during the global situation. And so they were acting out the play from their respective homes on Zoom. So they were like, each character was like in their little box and they were acting, and you know, they did a good job with, what did Cinderella say? They did what they could with what they had. They did a good job, but it's not really a great way to do a play when you can't actually physically be in the presence of the other actors and with like a set and all that sort of stuff. So it was interesting. So I watched some of that and I memorized like a monologue, because I thought that for the auditions I would just like be going in. I guess maybe I didn't read the instructions right, but I don't think the instructions said much like about what you have to do, besides they suggested memorizing a monologue. So I found this monologue and I practiced it for night after night after night. I recorded myself and stuff. I was so in it, like it was like an intense monologue, right? And so then I get to the auditions and I'm like sitting out there, you know, looking at everybody, sizing up my competition or whatever. And I was reading through the scripts and stuff that like the director guy came over and handed me like several scripts. And I was like, okay, I was reading through them and there was all this profanity, all this like vulgar, all this profanity and stuff. And I was like, oh gosh, I hope he doesn't ask me to read for like this girl character, this female character, because she's got there's a lot of like curse words and stuff. but I was going for a different character that I didn't originally see all these curse words and stuff. So I was like, hopefully if I tell him that I want to try out for this character, then I won't have to like read for and say all those bad words and stuff. So anyway, so then like, but still, even like reading that, I wanted to get up and leave. Because I was like, oh, really? Like, it's just not, I just don't talk like that, I guess, if that makes sense. And I don't know. It's just not me. So I was like, I don't really want to do that. But anyways, it was kind of like, he was like, okay, everybody come in. So it was kind of like too late for me to escape. So I went in there and we all sitting in our little, like we're sitting in the chairs and like introducing ourselves and stuff. And people are like saying what their theater background is. And I was like, well, I used to go to birthday parties as Princess Tiana. And they were like, Princess Tiana, we love Princess Tiana. But I kind of immediately regretted sharing that. Because that he was like, immediately after that, he was like, okay, if you have script number 1, get up and start at like cold read. I've heard of a cold read, but I never knew what a cold read was. A cold read is when he gives you a script of like several pages and he's like, okay, you're this character, act, boom. I did not understand because I didn't read the whole script. I couldn't find a whole version, like a real version of the play that I felt like was actually like a good portrayal of the play. So I kind of came into this audition really blind. I didn't understand the characters that he had me read for. And when I tell you that I embarrassed myself, I really embarrassed myself. And I was so like, I don't know how people didn't like laugh at me. They were probably like, yikes, she played Princess Tiana. Ooh, I'm sure those parents at those birthday parties want their money back. But anyway, so fast forward, I got through that and there was all this like profanity and stuff in the script and just all, I don't know, just like a bunch of like vulgar stuff. And I was like, Miriam, this is the last time you should ever, this is the last time, like never, ever audition for a play without reading the whole script first, okay? Especially if it's like an obscure play that like, you know, that's not like a kid's play or something, you know what I mean? So anyways, so then afterwards he was like, okay, you know, I think I've seen everything I needed to see. So, you know, if you prepared a monologue, you can stay after and perform your monologue, but it wasn't required, so you don't have to do it. And, you know, I would hope everyone has a great night, blah, blah, blah. So everybody else left. Not me. I was like, I've prepared a monologue. And he was like, oh, he was like, you don't have to, because I'm telling you, I did so bad. I don't blame him at all. But he was like, oh, you don't have to. Like, he was like done with me. And he was like, oh, you don't have to if you don't want to. And I was like, I would really love to perform the monologue. Is what I said. And he was like, oh, okay, you know, the floor is yours. And so he sat back down. And I got in the zone. And I performed that monologue. And when I tell you, I ate that monologue, I ate it and left no crumbs, as the young people say. I ate that and I left no crumbs, okay? Because afterwards, he was like, he just looked like he was in like shock. It was like a movie moment or something. I don't even know. But he was like, are you available for callbacks on Sunday? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you should come to callbacks on Sunday. And if you're not in the theater world, callbacks is like, it's like a second interview. It means like they see something in you. So come back because they want to see more of you. And I was like, really? Me? Y'all, I ended up not going back because I would have had to say a lot of bad words. If I would have gotten the part, I would have to say a lot of bad words, and I just don't curse like that. And I just felt uncomfortable with the whole idea of it. And if like, you know, my family or any of my friends want to come see the show or whatever, I would felt so, I don't know, weird. I would felt so weird like saying those words with them watching, if that makes sense. So I ended up not going to the callbacks, but I was really I don't know, I felt really like special that I don't know. It was just like a complete 180, like it completely turned around because I really put myself out there. Because I had not auditioned for a play since high school. So like I think 10th grade of high school was actually like the last play that I was in, because after 10th grade then I started doing show choir in 11th and 12th grade, and I really just focused on that. So I hadn't auditioned for a play since I was like 15. So what is that? How many years ago is that? 13 years ago. I'm not a mathematician. But yeah, so I really pushed myself out of my comfort zone. I was so nervous, so embarrassed, like, especially during the cold read with all the other actors and stuff. I was like, I'm never showing my face. Like, one, I don't want to say all these curse words if I were to get the part, and two, I never, ever, ever want these other actors, these like real, actual actors, to see me again, because it was a disaster. The first part of the audition was a disaster, but anyways. I think that's it. It's super random. Just, I don't know. I don't know what the point of this video was, but I hope that it entertains somebody. Then it wasn't in vain. So, anyways, yeah. Any questions, comments, concerns, loves, hates, if you feel so inclined. Yeah, I think that's it. My hair is done. It's pigtails. Tomorrow I will definitely probably just clip it up and wear it like I usually wear it. And I'll let it down later this week. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a beautiful, 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 beautiful rest of your day or night, whenever you're watching this, wherever you are on God's green earth. So stay unique, stay beautiful, and don't forget to be kind to yourself. Okay, bye.